Last time on Taverns and Caverns, Cat & Co. finally took the fight to Archibald De Darkmore, just as he was becoming a demon lord. With the help of their allies and enemies, they were able to defeat the madman. Unfortunately, their victory did not come without losses. Elroy Hafkins, Al Rose, and Stalwart all found themselves falling to the dreadful might of Archibald De Darkmore's newfound powers. However, after defeating their foe, our party makes way back to Avirus's mansion through portals that she had created. And now that they've completed their goal, what will Cat & Co. do next? Find out on this last episode of Season 1 for Taverns and Caverns. Episode 63 of Heroes and Villains. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Taverns and Caverns. This is your Dungeon Master Haphazard DM, and this is Season 1's finale. We have finally reached the final episode for Season 1. I hope all of our listeners have enjoyed their time here with Taverns and Caverns and Cat & Co. But with the rest of the cast, I hope you all have enjoyed your time on Season 1 as well. Cat & Co., do you guys have any final words, at least for the beginning, before we start this final session for the season?
Oh, we'll be back.
I'm sad.
I mean, it sounded genuine.
Did it?
Rip.
Did it?
Rip. Rip. All our friends. Not Stalwart, though.
Damn.
Not Stalwart, though.
Who?
Who?
Whom?
Who?
Yeah, that's my line.
But
I love you guys. This is my first campaign. I'm so happy it happened.
yes.
I wasn't even an original choice for the podcast. I'm
Damn.
like Michelle and Destiny's Child. They picked me when the other bitches got kicked out.
The Survivor album slapped, though, so.
Yeah, they kicked out Latavia and Latoya.
Wait, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think when we first started. So, Bri, you weren't part of the original crew?
No, she was part of the first episode, but I think she means, like, you know, we tried it with, like, a different group or whatever, right?
Oh, is that what
She
you
was in the first
It
episode.
was like Scribe, and then there was that other guy that used to draw, and then there was people that couldn't do it.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. That's
Oh
right.
yeah.
I don't think Julian was part of the original group
Mm-mm.
either, right?
In that
No,
scenario.
it was
yeah.
Scribe, Jake. I don't know who else was part of it. Those are the only two I know.
I don't know if Jake was part of the OG.
No, it wasn't Jake. It was
Because I feel like Jake
Scribe
would've-
and Morgan thought about it, and then we played with.
It was the guy Dimitri.
Dimitri.
Yeah.
I know- yeah. Dimitri was.
Oh,
part of it.
Dimitri.
Yeah, Dimitri was.
There was
in
someone
it.
else, I think, right? Because Scribe and Morgan, I don't think even played the first episode.
No, they didn't. But whatever it was,
We
I'm-
scrapped that episode.
yeah.
That was called the what do you call it when you make a? It was the pilot episode
pilot
that we never
episode
aired.
wrapped. Yes.
Should we
so-
air it? Should that
Yeah.
that should be the first Patreon episode? Is the pilot that never aired?
So to our listeners, yes, there is a long lost Taverns and Caverns episode that was originally going to be the pilot that never aired. I still have it on my laptop. Maybe one of these days we'll release it. You'll see another version of Isundra.
Right. Hopefully it's at HD quality, but I don't know, Chief.
No, it's definitely
It's
not.
definitely not. That's when we still
Snowball.
have. That's when
We
had
should
the
record like
snowball.
a special Christmas episode that has nothing to do with anything, like the shitty Star Wars Christmas special.
Just call it the Snowball episode, where we're all yelling from different parts of an island.
right. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you everyone for listening to Taverns and Caverns for this long. We hope that you all enjoy this last finale here for season, or the last episode for season 1. But last time on Taverns and Caverns,
Oh God.
as we all remember, Cat & Co. finally did battle with Archibald De Darkmore himself. And through the mansion, they had discovered that Archibald was indeed a ambitious madman. He had found the knowledge of the Great Purge from the long-forgotten nation of Rokunra, which was ran mostly by goblinoids. And there was an individual goblinoid by the name of Luke Rizol that eventually became a demon lord through dark forbidden magics and by making a deal with a few of the heptatic evils. And that deal cost him sacrificing his entire nation and many of his people, which is what is now known as the Decaying Wastes, as we all know it to be. But during the battle with Archibald De Darkmore, he was in the middle of becoming a demon lord, and he did turn into a demon. I believe it was a Hezro to be exact. I could be wrong on that one. Probably not a Hezro. No, not the Hezro. The Hezro was the toad-like demon that you guys fought. He became a different type of demon. I can't remember what the name of it right now is. It's the demon that has 4 arms, 2 giant arms, and 2 little pincers. I can't remember the name of that thing, but it was that demon.
Yeah.
But during the battle, it took all of the NPCs and allies to take out Archibald De Darkmore. Unfortunately, due to the dice rolls, we had lost a couple allies and friends along the way. And if we remember, we lost good old Stalwart. I wanted to say that because I know you guys hate that guy. But
I don't know who that is.
Not sure you're talking about.
But other than Stalwart, we lost our good friends, our ride or die halfling, Elroy Halfkins, along with I Hate the Mayor, Mr. Al Rose. But we ended last session with the party taking the portal that Avirus had summoned back to her mansion. And that's exactly where we left off. So we're going to be starting today's session with you all walking through that portal, stepping back into Avirus's mansion, her office, truthfully. And as all of you step through that portal along with the remaining NPCs, the portal closes slowly behind the group. And as you step into the office of the Skull River, or Avirus De Darkmore, you see Avirus walking towards her desk, and she just lazily, or not lazily, she quickly just drops onto her chair at her desk, and she just leans against her chair, leaning back with her legs pointing out straight, her arms just relaxing over the side armrests of her chair, and she just looks like she's had a long ass day, and she lets out this long sigh of relief. Meanwhile, Camaros, he's sweating. You know, he feels bad that Elroy died. He didn't really have much of a attachment to Al Rose, so he doesn't really care about Al Rose all that much. But Elroy, he did grow to liking Elroy. So Camaros is, even though he's not showing it, he is a little bit saddened by the loss of Elroy. But Camaros is walking in through the portal as well, and he is also taking a seat, and he is quickly grabbing a glass and pouring alcohol into it from the shelf next to him. And as he's pouring it, he just looks at the rest of you. Do any of you else need a drink? I need one, damn it.
Nomu steps to the portal, still holding Yatari like a babe in arms, not letting go either.
Yes, pour me one too. I guess I'll have some scotch if you have it.
Oh, I have scotch. I have almost anything you need here. I mean, it is Avirus' mansion after all. She has any alcohol you do need. The alcohol is over there on that shelf. I'm too tired to get up. You'll have to pour yourself some.
Yeah, it's fine.
He lays Yatari down on a couch
All right.
and goes towards the alcohol.
Meanwhile, Rogar has Elroy's body in his arms, and Rogar just steps through. Oh my goodness. Little Elroy, this is not good. Rogar is very sad. And Rogar is just trying to hold back some tears. You've never seen this man tear up like this in your life. His scales around his eyes are starting to get a little watery, like Scout's little Pomeranian eyes when they water up.
Getting the crusty eyes, like the white crusty dogs.
The little crusty eyes. And Grash is stepping through as well. And after the portal closes, she's looking around.
Wait, did
and
I
she
step
just-
through?
Yeah, everyone steps through.
Well, you said close behind Grash. That's a shit.
She's the last one that steps through.
Okay.
She
I got
just
scared. Don't leave me.
she plops down on one of the chairs. She's exhausted as well, and she just can't believe that you lost, a few of your allies Obviously, she was friends with Alrose since you all met Alrose at the same time, and she's been traveling him for a little bit. So she's a bit saddened by Alrose's death as well, but she's just sitting there silently, which is not common, or I should
It's
say
not.
uncommon for a Grasha. But-
Isundra wants to go get a bottle and then also hands it to Damien.
Damien,
Well, there's
help me
2
with these
bottles.
glasses.
Isundra wants a bottle, and Damien also. I'm gonna give Damien a bottle.
Nomu's trying to get Damien over there to help with the glasses. He's giving everybody a drink.
Damien ain't gonna pour.
Nomu's pouring.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna drink to their honor. Grab a glass.
Just hand me the bottle cap.
He hands it over.
Yaito looks over at you. I will take one too.
Nomu's just passing out glasses to Yaito, Rogar, and Yatari. He puts a hand on Rogar's shoulder. Tears roll off Nomu's face. He wipes away quickly.
You don't want anyone to see you crying.
He
Nope.
doesn't want the crusty fur.
Here, Rogard. Take this.
Thank you, Nomu. I will take it, and we shall give toast to both Alros and Elroy, yes? They fought bravely, like true champions of Bracana.
True champions.
Rogar is going to put Elroy's body down on one of the couches as well, and he just takes his drink, and he just holds it up. To our fallen allies, yes, and to victory. We have saved the world because we are heroes, yes?
Nomu raises his glass too.
Isundra raises her bottle.
Meanwhile, before you guys are about to drink, you just hear a quick, wait, where's mine? Give me one too. Yatari's waking up. She's like, I need a drink as well after that.
Here.
He pours her one quickly.
Raise your glass to these heroes.
So she
To
raises
our
her,
victory.
she raises her glass.
Hold
as
on.
well.
Edeyar. Are you going to drink?
I can't drink. It's against my religion.
Then raise your water.
No one's poured me a glass of water.
Not even for Elroy?
This isn't a Days Inn, Edeyar. Get your own fucking water.
He said no one poured me any water. Get your ass over there and get some water.
Where's the nearest sink?
I love,
There's a pitcher next to the alcohol.
Hey, you know there's a flagon over there.
He's too rich. He doesn't pour his
Yaito
own
looks
water.
over at you, Edeyar. Wait a minute. Can't you cast Create Water?
Oh.
Do I look like I have spells left? Do you think we'd be in this situation if I could have done something?
It is okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
Nomu pours him some water.
Here. Now raise your cup.
So you all toast to your fallen allies, and Camrose toasts as well with you. Grasha also grabs a drink as well. Even
Did
though
we
she's
bring their
quiet.
bodies?
Yeah. you
Yeah.
did.
No, so their dead bodies are just on the floor while we drink.
No, Elroy's on the couch. Alrose is on the floor.
Okay.
There's a couple couches in here.
It's fucked up. All right.
It wasn't until you pointed it out.
Should we weekends at Bernie's in? Like,
Maybe put a blanket or a cape over their faces. Something.
Yes.
So,
My
but-
cloak.
somebody put a glass in Elroy's hand
How
while
about
he.
we not? just leave him alone.
Camrose.
But if the
also-
rigor mortis sets in, we can get him to hold the glass, and then we can weekends at Bernie him.
Let his body rest.
Right. Leave them alone. Meanwhile, Camrose is also going to toast along with you all. And as you all toast to your victory and your fallen comrades, you all hear the door open on the side of the room after you finish your first drink. And a couple of the servants walk through, and Aviris, she does not have a drink along with you. She just looks over at the servants that walk in, and you see her lazily raise up one of her hands. She's obviously exhausted, and she just points over at the body parts of the fallen stalwart, our revenant, and several of the servants begin to pick up the different pieces and parts of Stalwart's body, and they carry him off and they shut the door behind them. And as they do that, Avirus just looks at all of you. Well, you've completed your duty, part of the bargain. You will be paid first thing in the morning. I would suggest you all stay here at my mansion for the rest of the evening, get some rest, and then be gone after you have had breakfast and have been paid in the morning. Does everyone else, or is anyone else, have anything else to say while I am here in this room with you?
Damien takes the remainder of what's left in the bottle and takes it to the head. And it's completely gone. And he is going to turn to Avirus and chug the bottle at her head.
Well, you're actually trying to hit her, or you're just trying to...
Yes, I'm trying to throw it at
Make
her.
me an attack
Oh
roll.
God.
Oh Lord.
Make
Sure.
an attack roll with your range. Do you have any ranged attacks?
I have a short bow.
Just use your short bow. Okay, so you
Okay.
rolled a 9. So as you throw the bottle, your body, you are beginning to feel how worn out and exhausted your muscles are. I mean, you remember, you have gone through an entire night of combat. Not only did you just go through the entire mansion of Archibald's minions and fought Archibald himself, you also fought and escaped the son of Archibald De Darkmore's penthouse, all in the same night. And as that exhaustion hits, as you throw and chuck that glass towards Avirus, you feel your aim is completely off due to your exhaustion, and it just goes flying to the right of her head, not even close. And it slams up against the wall and crashes. And she doesn't even wince. She just stares at you, Damien, and tilts her head. I would refrain from doing any more of that nonsense before you get yourself killed, Damien.
Oh, fuck off. You didn't say anything because you know this is your fault. This isn't a victory.
My fault? How is this my fault? I don't control my father or my siblings.
How
You should
dare
feel-
you sit there and act exhausted like you actually put forth even 30% of the effort in that battle. You watch people die that you don't give a damn about. Wouldn't
you
even let us
know-
rest. Wouldn't even let Edeyar get all the spell slots back.
You
know
know
exactly
what I had
you-
to do in order to storm the front gates of that mansion? I used most of my spells to get through there, and my most powerful ones against Archibald himself. Also, creating portals for us to jump through here and there. That is not an easy thing to do. That is very exhausting, thank you. And you should be proud of yourself. You just saved all of Tirister from becoming another purged area, just like the decaying wastes.
Yeah, for now, until you think of something you want to do to benefit yourself. And I'm sure it won't stay in this castle. So let me tell you something. The next thing you do, I'll be on your ass like a shadow.
Avirus just stares at you. And you think I would want to do anything along the lines of becoming a demon lord? If I wanted to do that, I would have just taken the place of my father after he died and then killed all of you. Why would I want to destroy the land that I wish to rule?
There's no way that would have worked. Everyone would have looked at you as the person that murdered your whole family. It would have came all back on you. You have to go about it a different way. You have to create a new kingdom and actually, hide what you're doing this time. You're not slick, Avirus. You're lucky I like money. That's the only reason I agreed to do this shit.
Damien, enough. You're overmatched. We did have a great victory. We stopped another decaying race.
You're brainwashed, all of you. This is what she's led you to believe, that you're doing a good thing, that sacrificing the lives of your friends, potentially yourselves, even though you actually have something to live for her benefit, even though she has everything she could have ever wanted. She could have done this herself.
Elroy and Arrows did not die for nothing. At least. They were heroes.
If it wasn't for you joining me, I would have had someone else do it. You were in the wrong place at the wrong time back when in the old Tavern of Deercrest, when I stopped by to gain more zombie minions. Let's just say fate chose poorly upon you, Damien.
Fate? Oh, he lunges at her for a choke.
Camera steps
The-
into the way. Okay, now. Calm down, Damien. I cannot allow you to hurt my boss. So how about this? You chill down. We can all leave. Let's not be rash now. We're all exhausted. We're all tired. And I would prefer if we all could all just go back to our rooms, have a nice bath, have some delicious meals, and
We all lost. We all died. Well, you guys didn't lose anybody. You're gonna put it back together like a fucking dollhouse. And what do we get? 2 funerals. I'm done. Damien leaves the room.
Aviris, I appreciate you at least assisting in this endeavor, but be aware. Please do not do anything heinous, or it'll come back, and I'll eat you.
Varys watches Damien storm out, and she just laughs to herself lightly, and then she looks at you, Nomu. You all are a bunch of idiots. If I truly wish to do what Damien just said, I would kill you right here, right now, so that there would be no evidence or people to tell the story of what happened this night. Now, am I killing you? I could have had you dead. You are completely surrounded. You are in my domain. My servants here alone could finish you off. Edeyar can't even cast a spell.
Neither can
You're
you.
still
Apparently,
here.
you used all your spell slots, Damien, from outside the door.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. I trust you as far as I can. Just don't do anything heinous.
Of course, I'm not going to do anything heinous. I am a woman of my word. We signed a contract that you all signed and agreed to. I have to follow it, and so do you. Now, unless you don't want to get paid, Damien, I would step back into this room and appreciate what you just did for all of Tierster. You saved your family from another great purge. You should be thanking me for what I've just done. Or you could be dying along with all the rest of the pathetic people here in Tierster. Rogar's going to be, okay.
I'm sorry.
Goodness. Oh, let's calm down. Calm down now. Rogar's going to walk towards the door and looks over at Damien.
You done?
Damien, it's okay. It's okay.
He's trying to look over Rogar's massive shoulder.
Oh,
You done?
Rogar,
You done talking? You want to come
Rogar-
out here and get a piece of me?
Rogar just gives you a big hug. It's okay, Damien. It's
Get off.
okay.
Get off.
Rogar is here. Do not let her taunt you. She wants this. She wants a reason to kill you, Damien. Don't give it to her.
Get off.
Is
It would
anyone
do you
else?
no good. It would do you no good to fight her anyway. Get your money, and we go about our ways. We don't have to see her
Damien.
ever again. Think
Damien,
about
you
it.
have to calm down. We have to take Elroy back to his family and bury him.
And you need to go back to yours.
Varys just looks at the group. If you all care so much for your fallen friends, take your winnings and try and find a cleric that might be able to revive them.
Edeyar, you can't do that.
Can't even pour
I
yourself a
cannot.
glass of water.
I cannot.
Varys just looks at the group. The money that you're all going to be obtaining from this deal is a great amount, and I'm sure that you'll be able to find a high cleric or a high priest with the wisdom and experience to revive an individual. Now, going into the whole revival business costs quite a bit of gold, along with the materials needed to do it, and it is a step away from a miracle itself, but who's to say that you can't revive your fallen friends? Now, I have the means to keep their bodies from decaying until you find such a cleric, if you wish to summon them back. But from what I've heard, the soul needs to accept the revival. And if it does accept the revival, it is not always guaranteed that they come back exactly the same. So that is a game that is a bit of a risky play if you wish to go that route. But if you really miss your friends that much, then use your own damn money that I'm about to give you to revive them.
All right, that sounds good to me. Are you able to do that for us?
Yes, I will have a cleric make sure their bodies don't decompose or start decaying for at least a week. After a week, you'll have to find someone else to cast that magic in order to keep their bodies fresh. Because if you allow it to decay, you're not going to be able to revive it. Unfortunately, I don't really dilly-dally with the whole revival business, as you all know.
Yes.
I
Says
don't
the necromancer.
I don't
Enough.
revive. I bring the undead. That's not reviving, my dear.
Oh yeah, you're not like cool enough for that. Okay. So money in the morning? Cool. I'll be in my room.
Wait, we should discuss this whole revival business. Is this what the Outrose would want?
I know it's what Elroy would want.
Do you think?
Oh yeah.
He said, "Oh yeah."
I think
Yaito-
Outrose.
Yaito looks at Edeyar. Edeyar, you are the cleric here. Do you know anything about this revival? I have only heard of stories back home of people being revived. Very rare, very difficult thing to do. Is it something that is truthfully capable here, dearest?
Edeyar can't even cure werewolves.
The
stuff.
only
Of course he
revival-
doesn't know.
I know of requires the target to be revived within the minute of their death. When they died, I had neither the resources nor the spell slots available to perform such an action.
But it is possible, yes?
In theory, yes.
Rogar looks over at Nomu and everyone. If that is the case, all of my money will go to trying to revive our friends. I do not need all this money. I prefer Elroy's happiness and cheeriness over this gold. Now, Elrose, I do not know him, but it seems like all he wanted was vengeance. Would he want to come back? He might not like it if you revive him. Also, the soul, as Aviri said, has to accept it.
Outrose had no family left. I don't think he wants to be revived.
No, well, I don't think so either. But Elroy is another story.
We don't even know where Elroy's from,
Nope, he was the traveling halfling with his oxen.
but he would want to be with us.
I'd rather have Elroy back than have deep pockets filled with gold.
I thought you were going to say that Outrose. I was like, God damn.
No.
So, as you're discussing this, Damon, you said you're going to your room.
Oh, I'm in my room.
Okay, so you go to your
Pouting.
room. Okay, so you rush off to get to your room. Everyone else, what are the rest of you doing? You're going to continue discussing this revival process. Aviris, she's just sitting there. She slowly begins to pour herself a drink at this point.
Nomu's gonna look at Aviris.
Aviris, please don't take offense from Damien's outburst.
Oh,
He's just mad, angry.
take offense from that fool? Please. If I showed any sort of anger towards his outburst, that'd be what he wanted. I'm not giving that fool what he wants. Plus, I already achieved what I set out to do. Trust me, I take no offense.
Nah, you wouldn't, would you?
No.
Nomu's just gonna go back to discussing the revival.
I need to go to sleep. I can't keep looking. I can't be in this room with their bodies. And she slowly slinks off with her bottle.
Damn.
She's sad.
All
And
right.
now her friends are fighting.
So
Well, Damien's fighting.
Nomu and Edeyar, are you going to stay here and discuss a few more things? You're all going to go to your rooms and say that's the evening.
Well, pretty much that's Nomu's plans to revive Elroy. So he's gonna put it that way, and then
Aviris will wave her hand.
Mm-hmm.
You may leave the bodies of your fallen, quote unquote. She puts her fingers up, quoting friends. You may
Question about
leave your
loyalty?
quote unquote friends here in my office, and I will make sure my servants take them to a cleric that will make sure their bodies do not start the decaying process. In the morning, you will be paid. You may have your breakfast. Do whatever you need to do, and then you may be off with your fallen friends' bodies that have been preserved with magic. Go and get some rest. You obviously have deserved it.
My thanks.
He walks
Thank you.
off towards his room.
Edeyar also walks off as well.
All right. So as you all go to your rooms, remember you all have your own individual rooms through the mansion. It's a large enough mansion that you all get your own room, including the NPCs as well. Rogar, Yatara, Yaito, and Grasha will also go to their rooms, and leaving the bodies there. And Camros, as you all are leaving, Camros looks over at Avirus. Well, what about Stalwart? What do you think is going to happen to that guy? Are you going to have him revived as well? And Avirus just nods her head. But of course, he is a revenant, a machine of sorts. It's not as hard reviving him as it is an actual person. Also, the dwarves of Virbaldor are great at that kind of thing. Luckily, I know a few of them that know how to repair things, and I have the money to do so. So Stalwart will be back with us. Don't worry about Stalwart. And as the night goes, you all get your rest. Spell slots are back, fully healed. Everyone's maxed. Now, before we jumpstart to the following morning, do any of you wish to say or do anything for the rest of the night while you're in your rooms?
Nope.
Cinder falls asleep drunk.
All right.
Edeyar touches the bed and just crashes.
I thought you were about to say
Damien.
he touches the bed and cries. I'm
His
picturing-
big ass on the bed, like,
I know.
oh,
I'm just picturing Edeyar in his armor in his bed, like hugging his pillow, crying.
squeezing it. Weak.
I'm sorry. Well, what were we about to say, Damien?
Oh, Damien, his liquor is worn off. He's sitting in his towel after the hottest shower he's taken in forever. And he's just staring into space, thinking about the past 24 hours and just thinking about life, what he's going to do when he gets home, the fact that he's going to make it home. It's all this reminiscing, this sadness, this anger, but also this, my daughter's going to get to go to college because he doesn't know about the revival plan. So his money's already been spent in his head. But he's not sleeping. Let's just say that.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, you're all obviously able to get as much of a decent rest as you can after the whole craziness that just ensued. But as you all wake up, you all are awoken by servants knocking at your doors to inform you that breakfast is prepared. And once you're all ready and dressed, that you are all provided with new clothing for the day, if you desire new clothing. It's nothing fancy in terms of high class wear or anything. It's just travelers' outfits since you are going to be traveling. But the dining hall has been set up with all the food and drinks. And as you all are slowly entering there one at a time or as a group, the NPCs, Yaito, Yatare, Rogar, and Grash are already there. And they are waiting for you guys to get there before they start eating. So does everyone go to the dining hall first thing in the morning when you're awoken? Or do you guys do something else?
Nomu goes into the dining hall, but he doesn't eat the food. He just wants to be paid so he can leave.
Okay.
Damien grabs a breakfast muffin off the table and walks over to Nomu. Morning.
Yeah, good morrow. Did you sleep okay?
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I feel that. So I'm just gonna get my money and just leave. We have a job to do.
I really don't want to see her get mine too. You're the only one in this group with money that I really trust. You could give a damn less about it. I'll see you
Boss, like
outside.
that,
Rogar,
it's going towards reviving that little man over there.
Damien stops in his tracks as he's walking away. Reviving.
Yes. Avilis has agreed to stabilize their body so they won't decay. And we all agreed that we will use our money to revive Elroy.
Wait, that's not making sense. Like who? How?
There are some clerics that know the spell. Our job is to find it.
She can't quote us a cost? And of course that bitch makes us pay for it when she's fucking rich. I can stand her ass.
Relax. We all have money that we threw into.
This is this is good though. This is good. We got a chance. He looks over at Elroy. Got a chance, bro.
Yatari is eating some of her breakfast. She looks over at the two of you. She can hear the both of you speaking, and she just raises a finger. Remember, she is a student from the New Tempest universities, and she is a wizard that has studied magic. Obviously, she studies evocational magic of the elements, so she has no idea when it comes to revival. However, she has studied a little bit into some of the holy magics and how they work with clerics and whatnot. Obviously, she doesn't know how to do it because it takes a certain kind of person with faith to summon the clerical type of magic, as such as paladins as well. But Yatari knows a little bit, and she just raises a finger. Guys, I do know somewhat of how the reviving process goes. Back at New Tempest, it's a major city, even the capital, Stratham of Londe. I'm sure that's a place where, many of the great clerics and high priests go. It's going to cost a bit, but I'm sure we could find someone at one of those cities that might have the capability of possibly reviving Elroy. It has happened, but it's very rare. You have to remember, though, you're dealing with magics that are along the lines of miracles. If you summon Elroy back and he accepts it, he might not come back 100% the same, if you know what I mean.
So there's a possibility we could pay all this money and it not work. There's also a possibility we could pay this money and he not accept it.
There's a possibility that he won't accept it, or his soul won't accept it, and it would be for naught. And there is also the possibility that if he does accept it, he might not be 100% the Elroy you remember.
He'll be Elroy 2.0.
I mean, it's not to say he won't.
That's
come
a good
back
thing.
The same.
Look, it's not 0%. It's a possibility.
There's one thing I know about my little homie. If he has a choice to get rode on or ride, he's riding.
He's riding.
I agree. That sounds like him.
I'm in.
Good. Glad you're on board.
Now go get our cash from that whore. I'm going outside.
Is Isundra and Damien in here, or are you guys still
Edeyar?
You're an Edeyar.
Or I'm sorry, Edeyar, yeah.
Isundra stumbles in while you guys are talking, and she looks like she had a real rough night. She's not used to drinking like that, and everything is very loud.
Okay, make me a Constitution saving throw. Okay. Let's see how drunk you are.
Hungover she is.
Yeah. Okay, so
all right.
Yeah, I mean, you have it. That's 18 is really high. So
I'm not throwing up. I'm just not having a good time.
Yeah, you're just not having a good morning. You don't have terrible hangover or anything, but you're just not having a good morning.
It's just basically you, and you'll never get a Tylenol today.
Terrible. She comes over and she sits next to you guys on the table, and she's like, Damien, I don't know how you do this every day. This is terrible.
Do what every day?
Drink. Every night? And wake up like this?
No, sometimes my wife tells me I can't. So then I'll skip a night. Let my tolerance reset. But I haven't been home in a while, so I guess it has been almost every day. However, we have been fighting.
Up and fight, yeah.
I don't know. Bottled up anger, being broke, all that crap will do it to you. It drives me.
This is horrible. Not as horrible as Elroy's death, but still quite bad.
Yeah.
Are we reviving the little boy?
Yeah, I got caught up on the plan. I'm in.
Do you agree that the Alrose wouldn't want this?
Oh, Alrose? He seemed like a pretty angry guy. I don't know.
He'll come back, be mad at somebody else.
Right.
He's gonna come back. I hate the king.
Yep.
King's dead. He's gonna be mad at the next closest people, and that's the people that let him die. I don't know.
You
bringing him back.
You forget he's gonna come back with a different, somewhat slightly different. Instead of hating the mayor, he's gonna hate the king.
Yep.
I hate the sheriff.
Right.
I
It's
hate
gonna
the
be
DM.
somebody, dude.
I mean, he could hate Avirus.
He could hate us for bringing him back. I
Right.
hate Cat and Co. Oh,
Oh God.
Right. I had a chance to finally
Kill
be
him
with my
again.
sister, and you ruined it.
kill him.
Yeah, the story's writing itself. I'm good on reviving now, Rose. That's a no for me, dog. But
Rose, what
R.I.P.
did
to the
you want it?
homie.
So, Edeyar, you said, what were you about to say, Edeyar? You said you were walking in?
I hadn't come down yet. Eddie's gonna walk down now.
Okay.
Having a hard life.
How does Edeyar
He's gonna
look?
be groggy, still exhausted, hungry, thirsty.
Jesus.
He's gonna come down, grab a full plate of food, 2 glasses of water.
He's like at a buffet at your continental breakfast at your fucking at your Red Roof Inn over here. As you come
Coffee,
down,
you can find it.
as you come down, everything is there that you want. Rogar looks over at you. Oh, hello. Good morning, Edeyar. How are you feeling?
That's all he says.
Well, as you're all discussing and talking while you're still there, Garasha, she's sitting there eating some eggs. She has this bacon and sausage on her plate. She just slams a fist down on the table. Ah, my little ducklings, good morning. Grasha wishes to know, where are you all going next? Grasha will travel with you. Are you going back to Lande?
Isundra winces really hard when she slams the table.
That's a good question. Where are we going, team?
We need to find information on another cleric who can extend the spell to preserve his body, and we can find the spell to revive.
Yatari again raises a hand. Like I said, we're currently in Dorwyn. Believe we're in the town of Wolfpine. We're, a couple weeks away from Lande, which is where Stratham and New Tempest are located. I think one of those 2 cities is probably going to be our best bet. I don't know anything about Dorwyn and where to look in Dorwyn. The capital, Alupine, might have somewhere, but I am more accustomed to believe that the clerics at New Tempest or Stratham will know a thing or 2 about this, because I've actually heard of stories of revivals back home. So I think we should head back to Lande, maybe back to New Tempest or Stratham. I think that going as a group, we might as well all go, right? Unless anyone else has somewhere to go.
Yeah, it looks like we have a plan then. Thank you, everybody.
How are we going to travel with the body?
We still have his oxen.
Yeah, you still have the wagon and the oxen.
But does the cleric have to do something the whole time, or is it just it's good for a week?
Avirus mentioned that she is able to have her clerics make sure the bodies are good for about a week. So you'll have to find, while traveling,
within a week,
another cleric that has the ability to keep the bodies preserved. Now, Edeyar might have the spell to do that. I'm not.
Yeah, I was about to say, get him does he even know it, or have somebody teach him it?
He might.
I do believe I know it.
I'm pretty sure he has access to that type of spell at his level.
All due respect to Alrose.
Dead body.
Yeah,
what are we gonna do with Alrose?
Well, yeah, he's gonna weigh down the wagon, and not all due respect, we just should bury him before we leave.
Yeah.
Shit, he's taking up room.
We don't want to bury him here, right? Don't we want to bury him with his sister or something?
So give you guys a geographical.
Can the Virus give us a portal to bury his body and then come back? And then we can go where we need to go.
She can. You have to ask her.
Just another thing for her to hold over our heads.
Do we still get their money?
Anything from her?
Well, remember, Al Rose didn't sign the same agreement.
Okay, do we still get Elroy's money?
Yes.
Okay, because we're gonna have to use that for him. So,
right. Yeah, that's good.
So, I mean, obviously, Avirus has the capability to do that. Now, let me give you all an idea generally where you're at. So, on the continent of Tirister, Lande is in the most northern tip of Tirister. To the west of Lande is Virboldor, the nation of the dwarves. To the east of Lande, to the northeast of Tirister, is Dorwyn. And at the very tip, of the northeast part of Dorwin is the city of Wolfpine, which is where you're currently at. You're going to have to travel westwards to get to Londe. Londe is the nation you all started in. Now, to get to Londe, you'll have to be going at least, now you don't have to go through it, but you have to go around Ashmar Rise Mountains. Ashmar Rise is where you fought Mayor Burkham in the mines.
Oh, so we go that way anyway.
You're going to be going that way. In Easton, the town that you met Alrose is next to Ashmar Rise. So the best and fastest route for the party to travel by foot to get to Londe is to go along the southern portion of Ashmar Rise, and to the north of the border, once you hit Ashmar Rise, is where Easton is. So potentially you could stop there on the way home, or you can portal there. It doesn't matter. You'll have to ask of yours to do that, because portals are a very time-consuming and powerful spell to do for her.
Whatever. So, she whips them out all the time.
I'm not asking her for anything else.
Actually,
I don't want to be
think
roped up another contract.
Because Alrose gave his life to fight her father, I think we should be able to convince her to send some servants to bury Alrose. Mm-hmm. Or is that cruel?
No, it's not.
I feel like it's fine, right?
The cruelest thing was fate veering that bottle to the side of her head, not right in the middle.
Damn.
All right, so yes, I looked it up really quick. Edeyar, it is a second level necromancy ritual spell. Yeah. Gentle repose. Yes, you touch a corpse or other remains. For the duration, the target is protected from decay and can't become undead for 10 days.
Okay, so we take Edeyar back to the college. We pay for one class. Shit. And he's going to learn it.
This is a better world.
I know the spell.
College is free.
You know it?
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah, I know the spell.
Yeah, he knows the spell.
Oh.
I'm about to say that college is free?
Right. Well, Yatara is like, with this money, my college about to be free.
Right. She about to pay her student loans off.
Yup, she is. So
not a Butterfriend in charge.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
Lord Butterfriend. Can you give us the Lord Butterfriend voice again really quick, Rob?
Lord Butterfriend is here to welcome everybody and everyone to this establishment.
Why does he sigh, piece of shit?
You got the idea.
He is.
But that's how he sounds. Be welcome.
All right. So as Yatari speaks of this, so she gives you the general idea. She believes it would be best to take Elroy's corpse to either Stratham, which is the capital, which is where, again, that is the capital of Londe, where the king is. That's also where Damien's family is. Stratham is in the center of Londe. New Tempest is a little further west along the coast. That's where the city of Wind is. So remember Damien's family, and when the what was it? The episode called The Butcher of Shady Lane. I think that was like episode 10 or something. Whatever it was, that was in Stratham. So you guys will be passing along that way anyways. But with that knowledge, Grasha speaks up. Young ducklings, I believe Yatari here has good idea. We head back to Londe. This is the land we know most and are more comfortable with. Perhaps we just travel together and make it a party.
It would be for the best.
I gotta see my kids and lady. I think it's a good idea.
Yaito's looking around. It has been an extremely long journey. If you do not mind, I will continue traveling with you for quite some time until we at least revive Elroy, if that is okay.
Yeah, fine by me. You just have to, deal with Captain Go antics.
I believe I can continue to deal with Cat and Co antics, especially now that we are not tied to some kind of shady deal where we have to kill powerful demons.
Absolutely.
And as you're all discussing, one of the servants steps into the room, and behind this servant there is another servant that's pushing this cart filled with bags of gold. And as these two servants step in, one of them looks at the group as you're all eating your food and drinking. Lady Avirus has provided us with your rewards. Each bag is for everyone that signed the contract. He looks over at the other servant. Let me have that list, please. The other servant gives him the list. He looks over, he opens up the list. First name on the list, Nomu the Monstrous. Please step forward for your payment.
Steps forward.
I am Nomu.
Here is your payment. And he waves his hand to one of the bags. You may now take your payment.
He
Ew.
lifts the bag up and side eyes the guy speaking.
Why?
It's like a dying ATM machine.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That is Nomu. Check. Cross off the list. Next on the list is Damien Grails.
Just Grail. There's only one.
My apologies.
Accept it. Is there a way to count this? To make sure the numbers are on point, or?
Oh, trust me. The lady has had us count it many times this morning, and if I was to count incorrectly, let's just say I wouldn't be hired any longer. Trust me, it's all there.
That I believe. Thank you, Jeeves.
You're welcome. How'd you know my name?
Lucky guesser.
On Damien Grail off the list. Next is Edeyar.
Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Is Desiree on the list?
Let me look at the list really quick. No.
Damien turns around and turns back around with a wig. Well, I never. I too was there.
You share your amount with Damien, my dear.
Worth a try. He just snatches it off.
God, this is what I imagine Pycelle would sound like.
Yeah,
My goodness.
disgusting.
Next on the list, this is written very oddly, but Edeyar Dossane of House Dossane. Quite redundant, if you ask me.
You signed it like that? You suck.
He didn't even read it.
Yeah, he
Right.
really didn't.
And put where your house was. You trying to get them hit. You're childish.
I got nothing
We
to
always do that. Okay, leave us alone.
What if
Edeyar
Edeyar
walks up.
actually
It's like
is
a-
like
Remember text signatures? That's what that is.
Edeyar
Oh.
actually doesn't have a family. It's all just his different personalities, and that's why he always says, "Leave us alone."
I'm
Oh
fucking
God.
crying.
Oh,
He's the
God.
family.
He's the Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Edeyar, here is your reward.
Thank you,
Right.
kind sir.
Next.
I have a question.
Oh.
Yes.
The reward for our fallen brethren. What do you plan to do with that?
Give it to us.
Let's see here. Let me look at the list. Your fallen comrade, Elroy Hafkins. His share will be going to your party. As far as how it is split, that is amongst you all. Aviris is a woman of her word, after all.
Edeyar turns around to the group. I say we use the money, the funds from our fallen comrades, as the basis for what we need for reviving. If we need more, then we can split from our own amount. Is that fair?
That was
Sundra's
already
holding
settled,
her
bro.
head.
That was
Sundra's
already the
holding her
plan.
head. Yeah,
Right.
she's
Oh.
like
I
Edeyar.
missed that.
You thought
Like,
he
we
wasn't
already
gonna pay for
spoke about
inconveniencing
this.
us?
Damn! Make it up.
We love him, but he already know how we get down.
He does.
I'd expect y'all to do the same with my money if I was dead. I'll cuss y'all out later.
Oh my God.
Can't do it if I'm dead.
Well then, I guess I missed that part. Carry on then.
Not only can he not read, he cannot hear us.
I am weak.
Next up is Isundra.
She's holding her head and she's like, "Yeah, the hand is
Take
over."
your gold. Here you are.
It's not that I don't love this whole thing you have going on, my guy, but like we're really gonna have to speed this up. You talk really slow.
Excuse me.
These bodies can't last that long, my dude.
Milady, I am 92 years old.
Sometimes you have to retire, you know what I'm saying?
I cannot retire.
She could put you on desk duty. Your knee's giving out.
You're telling me Aviris doesn't pay you well enough to retire?
No, she pays me well enough, but inflation is just too much here in Dorwin.
Oh, please. That what she told you?
Isundra gives him like a fist bump, and she's like, I fucking know what you're talking about.
I have grandkids that attend Alludale's colleges that are very expensive as well.
Do they know how to keep a body fresh?
No.
Oh, wait, never mind. We already got someone to do that. I forgot. My bad.
Damien shoves through everyone. Hey, that school. My daughter wants to go there. I know it's expensive.
In Alludale? Here in Dorwin?
Yeah, that's one of the schools she's looking at.
Well, if she's going to go to the school in Alludale, make sure she stays away from the fashion district. Little Fashion Way. My granddaughter just loves to shop there. It is really expensive.
Yeah, well, her daddy ain't got it like that. So unless she window shopping, she ain't gonna be there. Question though, could my daughter get a referral or something there?
In Alludale, you wouldn't want her to go elsewhere. Where are you from?
I mean, from Stratham.
Oh, so you're from Londale. Don't you have universities at New Tempest?
I mean, we do. I guess I'd talk to her about if she's looked at any other options. But regardless, wherever she goes, I want a referral.
Well, I'm not going to be able to give you a referral. Maybe
ask your boss.
Maybe the lady of the house might be able to.
Don't tell her who it's for. I don't want her to know when I'm asking her for anything.
Why should I do this for you?
Because all I gotta do is push your ass over and you're done.
Oh, now, Aviris, my lady, does have a high protection policy. She does protect her workers.
Well, you got life alert?
Yes, you push me and I hit the sigil on my bracelet and the guards will show up.
I'm weak. And how did I know you didn't just fall?
I don't know. Aviris can tell if I'm lying. She has the magic to do so.
I don't give a fuck if she knows. Okay, joking. I don't need anything from you. Thanks for your information. But you know, if you change your mind, my daughter's name. Edit this out. I forgot
her name.
Yeah.
Was it Jessica or something?
Yeah, I almost called her Jacqueline.
Jacqueline's the wife.
Yeah, she's named after her mom though, because Justin's my son. What the fuck is my daughter's name?
Damn.
She said, "Edit this out."
Oh, I don't talk about them much, and that's your fault, Ryan. You keep it for my kids.
God damn.
Brian's already flipping through her
Maybe
notes.
it's Jessica? Janine? Janine. That sounds right.
That sounds right.
Janine. Okay.
I thought that was the aunt.
The aunt.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
Or the mother-in-law.
Oh, the mother-in-law.
Yeah, the mother-in-law. Sorry. That might be the mother-in-law.
Fuck. I don't want to be wrong, but I really can't find my notes from the first episode.
It's okay.
Well, whatever. Cut that part out. I'm just gonna say
that's my daughter.
But now how
you don't need to know her name.
Right. She's gonna no, yeah, you do for a referral.
Okay, it's on the DL. You just whisper it to him. No one hears.
Yeah. All right.
I have the notes. I just pulled them up. The notes are under episode 12, Home Sweet Home. We have Damien visits home. Damien's daughter, Maxine, 12 years old.
Oh,
Maxine.
Or
We're
Maxine.
all wrong.
No wonder I didn't remember that shit.
Maxine or Maxine, however
it's
you pronounce
Maxine.
it. And then Justin, 9-year-old son.
Okay.
Janine.
Okay.
Is the mother-in-law.
Okay. Good memory. Whoever said that.
Jacqueline is the wife. It's not my memory, it's just the notes.
I'd have been pissed if I got my
Well,
mother-in-law
someone
some
said
free
Janine.
schooling. She needs some cooking lessons.
You forgot your own daughter's name and you go see her.
I know. I need to go home. This is proof.
You've been drinking too much.
They don't even know me.
All right, so the servant goes. All right, then. Next on the list, and he begins to go down the list for the NPCs, and all the NPCs take their share of the money. And then on the very last list, and last but not least, Elroy Hafkins, and that is to be split amongst your party however you wish. And he holds out the bag of gold. Please, someone take this heavy bag from my hands.
That Elroy's?
Yes.
All right, fine.
He reaches up and takes it.
Someone,
Did Yaito and everyone already get theirs? 'Cause
Yes.
They had to sign too.
Yeah,
hey, someone
they
open
got-
up a little bit of Elroy's bag and give Grasha a cut, break her off a little something. It's Mother's Day. Yeah.
Garasha looks over at David.
You did not forget about Mother Duck. Yes, my little ducklings. It is okay. Grash does not need payment from you.
Nomu's breaking off a piece from his own cut.
Oh my goodness. Are you sure, Nomu?
Here, Mama Grasha, here's some bread.
Oh, Grash, I really appreciate this. Grash gonna get a chicken and then a pig and maybe cow.
He gonna break her off about three biscuit, 3K.
Grasha kindly takes it.
Thank you, little duckling. Grash appreciates it.
Yeah, rolling with the big guns now, leaving that little chop change at the Adventurers Guild in the past. You rolling with the big boy. So what Isundra, what are you gonna spend your money on? I mean, I assume we'll have something left after reviving Elroy. We got a lot of money.
I will help revive Elroy, and then after that, I think it's just making sure I don't have to share a room with Edeyar again. I don't have any plans.
Well, I think now it's time to make some.
Oh my goodness. Well, Gartinks, after we revive Elroy, what's everyone going to do? Is everyone going
I'm
to
sure we'll get
together?
into some other shit. So
Well, first, I'm going to Estel Turing and see my father and my mother and my 2 siblings.
are you allowed to?
I guess we'll find out when we cross that bridge.
You're not the same Nomu that first left that town. You're Nomu the Monstrous.
I don't think you have to
This-
leave because of some butt, right?
Lord
Yeah.
Butterflint did not like me, apparently. I don't
Yeah.
know the real reason.
You ain't alone anymore.
We can roll up on him.
I'm pretty sure my siblings would like you. Freya and Oi.
You know, Rogar is thinking about going back home sometime soon. I have to become chieftain, and also to become chieftain, I have to partake in Arena of Champions. And I think I have definitely got enough experience after fighting Demon Lord, yes?
Hell yeah.
No one back home is going to believe, but my arms will speak for themselves when we fuck them up in Arena. I'm
sure you'll
thinking Rogar will go back home for a little bit after we revive Elroy.
You'll be chieftain in no time. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
If I can make it, I'll have t-shirts that say Rogar section.
That is what I like. Yes, you wear memorabilia, you wear outfits of Rogar. I will become the next brass chieftain of the brass clan of Brakana. However, as chieftain, Rogar cannot travel as much because I have duties back home in village.
But we could visit.
You could always visit. Once I am chieftain, you always have home in my village of San Mar.
I will be there.
It is just
nice.
north of Estel Tuin. So maybe you stop by after you visit home, Nomu.
And make sure you're chieftain so I can take you off that mantle.
Oh my goodness. You dare challenge me already? You are fool.
We'll wrestle for it.
We will see, yes.
Oh yeah, no one wants to wrestle when he sees him again.
And as you all are talking, the servant goes, is there anything else that we can do for you before you leave? Your friend's wagon and oxen have been prepared, and you will be able to leave. Your friends' bodies have been preserved as requested, and we will have them transported to the wagons when you are ready to go. We have given you all of your breakfast and your morning amenities. Is there anything else?
No. I think that'll be it.
Can't get out of here soon enough. And he looks over at Elroy's body. Just a little longer, buddy. All right, let's get out of this hellhole.
Very well. I shall make sure the other servants prepare the oxen and get the gates open for you. Safe travels, Cat and Co.
Yeah, Jeeves. Get yourself some water.
Yeah, and take your meds. And my daughter, her name's Maxine. Don't forget.
So the servant walks off with the other servant, and as you all prepare to gather your belongings and everything, you step out of the mansion into the front portion of the main gates where the wagon, Elroy's wagon and his 2 oxen are out there. And you can see the servants have loaded the wagon with whatever of your items and whatnot that is there. The bodies of Elroy and Alrose are also on the wagon. They're covered up, but if you take a look, they have definitely been preserved. Again, they remind you that in 10 days, they will have to be re-preserved in order to stop the decaying process. And it's going to take you a couple of weeks to travel from Wolfpine in Dorwyn all the way to Stratham or New Tempest in the nation of Londe. It's going to take some time. So Edeyar is definitely going to have to cast some gentle repose to keep their bodies fresh from decaying. If you forget to do so and their bodies do start to decay, you most likely will not be able to revive Elroy, unfortunately. He'll be coming back to a zombie-like body, which would not be good, and he would just die again. So with that, though, before you all, or while you all are packing the wagon with your stuff and getting ready to begin your adventure back home to the nation of Londe, Camrose, he's going to step out from one of the corners next to the mansion, and he has a knife, and he's just picking at this apple with his knife. He's just eating onto the apple, pieces from the apple with his knife. And he just, you're going to leave without saying goodbye to good old Camrose. I feel a bit saddened by this.
Hey, my favorite, Caverns. Chamomile.
I thought we were attached at the hip, Nomu. You better leave without saying goodbye. I thought we were friends, Cat and Co and I.
I didn't know where you were.
Oh, just doing my things out and about here in the mansion. It's my day off after all.
He walks over to Camrose and extends his hand as a friend would.
You're really going to shake my hand, Nomu?
Well, of course. Aren't we attached at the hip?
That is right. Camrose puts his hand out. All right then, fella. Give me a handshake.
Camrose, I name you friend.
I am no longer weird, untrustworthy guy. I am now friend.
Well, you're still weird and untrustworthy, but you're friend. That means you fit right in.
So am I technically part of Cat and Co?
No.
Damn! He looks over at Damien. Damn, that was quick.
Does he even want to be, though? Let's be real.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, no. Cat and Co doesn't pay me nearly as well as Virus.
We don't pay at all. Yeah.
No, you don't. So where are you all off to? Where are you guys all going? I see you've preserved the bodies of good old Elroy and Elrose. Where is Cat and Co off to now that you have saved the world? All of Tyrester, at least the continent of Tyrester. I don't know if the Great Purge would have affected the other continents, but you saved all of Tyrester from the next purge of the Demon Lord, Archibald De Darkmore. How are y'all feeling about that, by the way? Don't you feel like mighty heroes?
No, not really. No one knows about our deeds.
Yes, and isn't that what makes you a true hero?
I suppose so. Spider-Man was the same. Hey, look, we're gonna go.
Yeah, I guess you can judge
bury
me.
our rules.
You're not going to revive him, huh?
We're gonna bury our rules and revive Elroy.
Outros wouldn't want to be revived.
Oh, I see.
It's
He did
disrespectful.
seem really, intense and hateful. So I guess that makes probably the good choice. Plus, reviving both of them would probably be way more expensive than what the money you all obtained with. So that might be the good choice.
Plus, I'm pretty sure as soon as he opens his eyes, he's gonna say, "I hate Avirus," and then we're gonna end up in another situation that's not favorable for Cat.
Probably true.
You're gonna revive him. He's gonna take the hood off his face. I hate him.
I hate beer.
He's gonna be reborn as a baby in the next life, and Cat hates Avirus.
Damn.
The baby's born. It takes the little hood off of its towel.
Takes the pacifier out of its mouth.
Yep.
Honey, it's about to say its first words.
I hate Avirus.
Yeah, it's like that fucking baby demon from
The Simpsons.
the Yu Hakusho.
Oh, that baby with the universe.
Koenma.
Yes.
God, that'd be hilarious.
Well, Camrose, he's gonna
After
nod.
I revive our friend, see my kids, I'll go to every bar in my land and tell the story of Damien and friends and how I saved the world with a little help.
Oh,
I gotta doctor it up, make me seem better.
Perhaps you should
Trust me, I'll make you guys sound good too.
Perhaps you should find a bar to sing the tales of Cat and Co. Paying a bard, they will sing the tales of your adventures.
Need a bard.
Now, will anyone believe the bard? Probably not, but, a bard out there singing the tales of how Cat and Co. slayed the next soon-to-be demon lord, Archibald De Darkmore. That would be an interesting tale, now wouldn't it? Although, now that I think about it, you probably should not tell at least the specifics of the story. We don't want word getting out there that Archibald was trying to become a demon lord, at least not from you. I don't know. Avirus never said anything about that.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything.
What does she care about his reputation?
Oh, she doesn't. She's going to be becoming the head of the Darkmore family's heir. She is the only Darkmore that is now alive. Everything that he owned, including the siblings, she now has taken over.
Doesn't it seem suspicious?
Oh, god damn straight it does. By the god, it seems suspicious as hell. But listen, you all saw what I saw. We fought a goddamn soon-to-be demon lord. That part was real. Now, whatever she wants to do after that, that's up to her. I don't think she's going to try to become another demon lord. She said it herself last night. If that's what she wanted, she would have killed us all right then and there, left no witnesses. You know what I'm saying?
But even you?
Probably.
One thing about Avirus,
I figure she's
always
just going
playing
to
the
become.
long game.
She's just going to become a normal person in power. Wields a lot of it, uses it how they want, but probably not take it too far.
Oh, please. She reads too many books and she's way too curious. You saw she acted with Xandos. She can't leave well enough alone. We'll be hearing from her again.
I mean, she is indeed a curious one, that is for sure. However, I have been working for her for many years now, and one thing is for certain. Ever since she hired me, she has been on the tracks of her siblings and her father to make sure that they did not destroy the lands of Tirister. That much is true. Now, what her plans are afterwards, my guess is as good as yours. She doesn't tell me everything that she does, but she has not given me an inkling of crazy madman type shit like her father now. So, I mean, that's a good sign. And I'm normally a good guy when it comes to reading people. And normally, I think I would say in this case, I have read her fairly well, and I don't think she's going to do that. Now, yes, is she an evil bitch? By the god, she is. I mean, she kills people and turns them into zombies, for Christ's sake. But she did that in order to fight her father. I mean, you saw the zombies she amassed in order for that last final battle to take place. Now, if she continues doing that, now it's a bit of a questionable thing, but as long as she's not trying to become the next demon lord, that I think we're all good. And she did promise that, she did mention that, let me think here, she did mention to Stalwart and I that she was going to make sure that the knowledge of Rakunra and her father's journals and everything be buried and burned so that no one else would be tempted by the great powers of the heptatic evils, at least in that regards.
No one could connect her to her true roots. I'm telling you, always an ulterior motive with her.
Yeah, Nomu's gonna keep the journal he has on him a secret.
That's
I
right.
forgot
You did
had
have that.
Nice.
You did have that. You did have that. I
Yeah,
forgot
I
you
have
picked that up
Archibald's
too.
journal.
Oh, that's gonna be worth some money, bro.
But Damien's already like, ooh.
Oh, to the highest bidder.
Now. He looks over at Edeyar. All right, my cleric chump. Put it here. Are we friends? Just like Nomu and I. He puts his hand out. Am I going to get a handshake on this one, Edeyar? Or are you going to keep your boxes, a little too tight around the waist? Are we good friends now?
Edeyar throws out his hand. We're acquaintances.
Wow. Acquaintances. I guess that's a little bit better than I was expecting. I thought you were going to respond this way. No.
Yeah.
What about you, Isundra? He puts his hand out. Are we friends now?
Isundra sticks her hand out and she says, I guess so.
Wow.
Are you going to help us get Elroy?
Wake up,
Exactly
damn
like-
it. It's
Are you still hungover?
You sound like you're hungover. Did you drink a lot last night?
Yeah, we lost 2 friends. What did you think I did?
I mean, I understand. I'm a little saddened by Elroy's death as well. It's not
I
easy.
don't believe that for 1 second.
By God, I drank as much as I could last night, but I can take my alcohol very well. My tolerance is high.
Some of us don't drink all the time, Camrose.
Well, I'm just saying, I've lost plenty of allies during my time under Avirus, so, I just get used to it, I guess.
Sounds safe.
Oh, I know, but it pays very well.
Not sure it's worth it, but okay, you carry on. I hope you don't die. Are you coming with us?
Of course not. I have other duties to attend to here. This is
Oh,
my
see.
farewell to Cat & Co. for now. And he
If
looks
you want to
over-
join Cat & Co, you have to come with us. You know what I'm saying?
I never said anything about joining Cat & Co. I'm just giving you a good
You
farewell.
said you wanted to be Cat & Co.
I
That's what
wanted
you
to be
said.
friends with Cat & Co., not to
Mm.
join Cat & Co. Like I said, you don't pay me like Avirus does.
Perhaps one day when our endeavors are done, I'll pay you for a job.
All right. Very well. And what about you, Damien, Desiree, Grail? Are we friends now? You've always had this weird feeling about me. I feel like we're cool now, right?
Be safe, man. All right, y'all. Let's get on the road. Camrose no, I don't rock with him like that.
I know.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
From one road to another.
Meanwhile, Camrose, he just bites into another piece of his apple from his knife. And he just smiles. All right. Well, I guess this is goodbye for now. Until we meet again, Cat & Co., I'm pretty sure we'll see each other again sometime soon. Don't do anything I wouldn't do now.
Until we meet again, and we will do things.
Of course. Remember, just don't try to do anything when I'm on my day off, because I like my time to myself. Not even Avirus can tell me what to do on my days off.
Oh, we noticed. He was not bothered.
He's going to take a step back. Very well, then. I wish you all safe journeys to wherever you're going. And hopefully we see you again sometime soon in the future. He turns around. He's going to begin to walk off. La, 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 la. And as he walks off, he leaves you and the others with the wagon. And the gates slowly begin to open from the mansion, allowing you all to leave with the oxen. Who is going to be driving the wagon, by the way? Who's taking Elroy's spot on the
My
wagon?
God.
Who's
Me.
good at driving?
It's
the
only
wagon?
right.
There you go.
All right. As someone who refuses to let their wife drive them anywhere, everyone sit back. Don't ask questions. Don't ask me, are we there yet? Everybody, matter of fact, everyone use the restroom.
I'm taking up a place as a guard next to Damien, so I'll be riding right next to you.
Up front?
Yep,
All right.
guard.
No one's got to pee because I ain't stopping.
All right, fine, I'll go out and go do it.
Thank you.
Nomu does his business, comes back shamed.
Ashamed. So you continue then with your journey. You begin to head out. And as you leave through the gates slowly close behind you. And you're now on the main streets of Wolfpine, in the city of Wolfpine. And before you leave the city of Wolfpine, I'm assuming this is the time you guys take to restock on any supplies you might need. It is a couple weeks of a journey to get back to Londe, let alone Stratham or New Tempest. New Tempest is almost a month, if not more, on foot from where you guys are. It's fairly far away. But as you continue the journey, you eventually make your way through all of Dorwyn, and you get to the borders of Londe. And as you finally reach the border of Londe, we'll just say, Edeyar, you have used your gentle repose spells to keep Alrose and Elroy from decaying throughout the trip. But as you reach the border of Londe to the west, you soon find yourselves late evening. It's about 8 o'clock at night. You've crossed the borders into Londe, so you're back in home territory. But around 8 p.m., you eventually come across a small town or village known as Remfell, which is along the borders, the eastern borders of Londe, going into Dorwyn. You all know of the village Remfell, since you all are from, at least not all, but most of you have traveled throughout Londe for a good chunk of your lives. So Remfell, as you all know, is a safe stopping point for adventurers and just travelers that go in between Londe and Dorwyn. But as you stop by Remfell, it's 8 o'clock at night. Rogar speaks up. My goodness, it is getting late. This is a good town to stop at and get some sleep. I think the tavern here is not bad, and it will be able to, give us all at least beds for the night before we continue. Rogar needs some sleep, yes?
Yes, good place to get some rest. Yeah, my voice cracking up.
I believe this is a good point to get rest as well. This is safe village. Before we get home, this is good time. We have been on the road for a very long time. I could use a bed over, sleeping bag on the ground outside.
So we're in Renfell?
Yes, you're in the town of Remfell.
Okay.
All right. So with that, everyone agrees that you're going to stay here in Remfell. And by the way, Remfell is about, I'd say, a couple days south of Ashmar Rise Mountains. And along Ashmar Rise Mountains to the north of where you're at is the town of Easton, which is where you met Alrose. So if you're trying to bury Alrose there, that would be the place to do it. You would travel northwards a bit, but just giving you a general idea of where you are geographically. But with that, then you all are going to stay in Remfell for the night. And as you guys step, I'm assuming you all step into the tavern, or unless you guys are doing something else. Are you guys doing anything else? Okay. So as you all step into the tavern, you can see the tavern it's not too busy at this current time. There's, probably about 10 other people sitting around. There's several tables around there, people eating and drinking. And as you step in, Rogar's looking around. Oh, I have never been to this one before. It just looks comfy. Not that big. It is not quacking donkey, but I will take it. Let's all relax, get some drinks for the night, yes?
Yes, it's been a while since I had a bowl of milk.
Ah, okay. Let's just get bowls of milk. What's your about to do?
I was going to say, what? I don't want a bowl of milk. Scotch neat.
So you all enter the tavern, and the barkeep looks over at you. Ah, welcome to Remfell's Tavern. Where are you all coming from? You going to Londe? You going to Dorwyn? Welcome.
We're looking at Easton and a bowl of milk and a leg of mutton.
Ah, very well. And what can I get for you? He looks over at Isundra and Edeyar. What about the both of you?
Glass of water for me. And what's your special for your meal today?
Oh my goodness.
It has to be the finale.
That's proof. That's proof of the finale.
What a twist.
So he looks over at you, Edeyar. Ah, our special for this evening. It's quite a bit of a great thing to ask, because our special tonight is what we call dragon stew with Komodo steak.
Oh, I want that too.
Edeyar's stomach growls at the sound of that. I'll have 2.
When's the last time you had meat? Were you doing some type of fast for your religion?
No. But I thought we should it'd be okay to splurge a bit. Let's just say that.
I just want to see your face when you take that first bite.
It's been on some bread and water kick, man. I don't know about that, dude.
Right, it's been like 3 years, bro.
That's prison food.
I cooked for him on the boat. He was like, "It's okay." What?
The bartender,
knowing it was fire.
He goes, "Oh, very well. And what about you?" He looks at Isundra and Damien. The both of you. I know you want your scotch neat, right?
Oh yes, please. And are you still hungover? Or I mean, liquor is the best cure for a hangover. Take it from me. You ask how I do it. That's how I do it.
Actually, I was going to order the Edeyar special, but he threw me off by getting something different. I'll have a glass of water and your heartiest meal. I'm going to soak up that alcohol, you know what I'm saying?
Very well. We will get that for you. A heartiest meal. Probably right for tonight is probably the beef stew with a side of clam chowder.
No, I don't want the clam chowder, please. That sounds terrible when I'm hungover.
Oh, you're still hungover? It's been weeks since you've left Wolf Pond.
Oh, shit. Why'd you ask me that then?
That'd be some serious alcohol, man.
I'm just making sure. You're a little bitch, baby.
Damn.
No, you guys have been on the road for weeks now.
Just kidding. Okay, then I want your best meal and a glass of water.
Okay.
What's your best meal? Let's hear it.
Our best meal for tonight, as I mentioned, is our special. It is the Komodo steak with our beef stew.
Yeah, okay. That.
All right. With that, let me prepare your meals, and I'll get back to you here momentarily. Yaito, Rogar, Itari, and Grash are also ordering food, and they go to sit at the table while you're all at the front. You're at the bar, speaking to the bartender. And before you guys are able to turn around to get to the table next to your allies, you all hear this voice from the distance, and it sounds very familiar. Old yet familiar face shows up. And what you hear coming from across the tavern.
Oh, is that who I think it is?
Oh my God.
Is that? Wait a minute. 1 second.
And out comes this half-orc who is rushing towards the four of you.
Oh, is that? It is what you guys called yourselves before. Cat and Co? It's me, Zuggy. Y'all remember me, right?
Zuggy, what the hell are you doing over here?
We didn't even have a name when we met you. How do you know that? You've heard the stories?
Oh, yes. Oh, I've heard quite stories about you guys. When I heard the story of Cat and Cove through some of the travelers that came through Deercrest, I knew it was your group because 1, you have a cat, and 2, you guys are crazy. Remember when we first met, you guys apparently killed a bunch of zombies. And when people told me stuff about Cat and Co, I was like, it had to be them. Is it true? Are you really Cat and Co?
Yeah, it's true. We are Cat and Co, and we do have antics.
Cue really cool group shot of us posing.
Oh my goodness. It has been so long since I've seen you guys. Oh, Zuggy is happy. Speaking of that, I am here, as you said. You asked me, I forget your names, but you asked me why I'm here. Well, I am here because I am carpenter. Remember, I travel around London as a carpenter. I am here for a job. It is not too far from Deercrest. But, Zuggy does have pepper jack cheese.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'll just take
the pepper jack cheese. If you put some of Mama Zuggy's pepper jack cheese in that stew, if you order the beef stew, it is delicious.
That sounds good as hell. Damn. Got my stomach growling.
Look, listen, Zuggy knows all about it. Oh, you have to tell me about your travels. What have you all been getting into?
Oh, you have no idea. We will inform you.
Sit down,
you
have a
have a
drink.
lot of time tonight.
Yeah, we'll tell you.
We've been up to some shit.
Zuggy, he's going to sit down with you at the table if you invite him over. And he just goes,
oh, let's hope I don't get the bubble guts this time. Next time I go to the bathroom, I really hope this tavern isn't attacked like last time either.
Oh, no, jinx.
Because before I didn't know how to fight, and I still don't know how to fight. Oh,
It's cool, bro. We're level 7 now.
oh my goodness, level 7.
Do you have any cheese for us?
Oh, you want some pepper jack cheese?
Of course.
I always travel with Mama Zuggy's pepper jack cheese. I sell it while I'm on my jobs. I have some if you want some. Yes, Mama Zuggy's pepper jack cheese.
Do you have a charcuterie board?
Yeah,
you have a coochie board?
I do actually. I have to go get it from my room, but I do. Would you like some?
Yeah, slice it out. Buddy.
Hell yeah.
Zuggy's gonna rush back to his room, grab his stuff. He comes back down with Mama Zuggy's pepper jack cheese, and you can see he begins to whip out this knife, this very beautiful, fancy, sharp blade, and he's flipping it around in his hand like he's Chef Ramsay or some shit. He's doing tricks with it, and as he's flipping around his hand, he slowly moves it down, or he quickly moves it down towards the cheese. And before he cuts in the cheese, he then begins to gently cut little slices delicately. This half-orc just cutting these small slices of cheese, and he begins to pass you all some slices.
Here, try some of that Mama Zuggy's pepper jack cheese. I know it's been a while since we've seen each other, but I'm sure you missed this cheese.
And this is the first time Nomu will actually eat his cheese. This is the first time.
To be fair, we know what happened to him in that tavern. I don't know.
We gotta eat it here and not leave it in our pockets for 8 months. Like
months.
Yeah.
And
Thank you,
as
Zuggy.
Of course. Oh, now you must tell Zuggy all about your adventures.
And as he's giving out the cheese and whatnot, the doors of the tavern, they slowly shut, close, and the camera zooms away. That is where we're going to end the season finale of Taverns and Caverns Season 1.
As days go
Oh man.
That's a great ending.
by, is the greater love for the family.
Did you just say that's a great ending? And
Yes.
Julian? I had to have an ending that was like a bittersweet ending, right?
Yep.
You started the season with Zuggy, you're gonna end it with Zuggy. And you're at a tavern again in Londe. I mean, god damn it, this show is called Taverns and Caverns. I am not gonna start and end this session without you, or this season without you guys being in a tavern.
Yep.
It's only right.
Now, you guys weren't really in that many caverns, but that's okay.
No, we'll get there.
You'll get
Right.
there, yes. But that's it, guys. You made it through all of season 1. I mean, obviously, the party of Cat and Co is still, they still have plans. They still have things to do, because obviously Cat and Co is not done.
Nope.
Our listeners, Cat and Co will return. They will be back, but their story for season 1 has ended. The Skull Reaver and everything that took place with that was for season 1. Season 2, we'll be moving to the continent of Ashai for our Eastern themed fantasy, where Yaito is from, including Eska, for those that listen to our side stories with Eska. And with that, I just want to say thank you to our players and thank you, listeners, for sticking with us for this long. I don't know what to say other than thank you. We appreciate your support. And I want to give it off to the players now. Guys, do any of you guys have anything to say now that we've reached our season finale for season 1?
Oh man, it was a wild ride. That's all I got to say on that one. Jeez.
Thought this is where we would end up.
Right.
Did any of you think that you would be fighting? Did anyone of you think that you're going to be fighting Skull Reaver as the boss for the season, the final boss?
Well,
I thought it'd
I
be
kinda did.
something else.
Not when we started interacting with Avir.
Sure.
Well,
Well,
not
I
when we
mean,
figured
like,
out
the
Avir's was
beginning.
Skull Reaver. But in the beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the
It's
beginning
so
you thought
hard
the
to
Skull
trust
Reaver.
her.
Yeah, so at the beginning you thought the Skull Reaver was going to be the main villain, but you did
Yeah.
not expect it to actually be the Skull Reaver's father.
Nope.
No.
Now, I'm not saying that the Skull Reaver is not going to ever return. Obviously, she has made a great impact, a significant impact in the story, not just the story, but in the
world.
lives of the characters and the world itself, at least on the continent of Tearster. So I'm not going to say this is the last time you'll see or hear of the Skull Reaver. I'm sure when Cat and Co returns, so will the Skull Reaver at some point in some way, or at least cameras. But congratulations, Cat and Co have saved Tearster from the next great purge. You have stopped Archibald De Darkmore from becoming the next Demon Lord, thanks to the help of the Skull Reaver with her workers along with Cat and Co. So great job, guys. And remember, for our listeners that are listening, remember that many of the players that started Taverns and Caverns were brand new to D&D. Look at them now.
Everyone but Rob.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was new except for Rob and myself. Julian.
Look at them now. They
Felicia.
still don't know their character sheet.
Right, I still don't know my kid's name.
Don't know our kids' names. Don't know my dragon's name. Read everything.
Oh goodness. Well, man, this has been a wild ride. Like you said, Rob, this has been a wild ride, and I appreciate you all for being a part of Taverns and Caverns in season 1. It is a sad ending. I'm going to miss these cast of characters.
Do you want to say anything about killing Elroy?
Right.
I'm really sad. I'm not gonna lie. The day we had that session, after the session ended, I felt really bad that Elroy died.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
Right.
I did. I was literally like,
You were fine.
that Elroy was my character. It was like me killing Broxar. I felt terrible.
Oh.
I felt bad. Like I was that whole night. I was just like, damn, Elroy shouldn't have died.
Yeah, I was waiting on you to give me an apology, but no text. Because that shit went beyond the game.
I legit felt bad after the game.
I
I
was
was
hurt.
like, damn. I was like, Elroy's even a redeem in my Twitch channel that people summon to hear. And I was like, damn, I feel bad. But as you all know, there is a chance you'll be able to revive good old Elroy. So maybe the next time Cat and Co returns, Elroy will be back.
Yes. It's like when the backlash on Twitter is too much. So you got to try to reverse the decision.
Right. Exactly. So does anyone else have anything else to say before we end it here, guys?
No.
I'll miss all of you.
I think we're good.
All right. Well, thanks again to our players, and thanks again to our amazing listeners for sticking with us this long. As I mentioned, it's been a little over 3 years since we started the podcast, and we're only going to be getting into season 2 here shortly. We're going to be going into it hard, and we're going to be doing what we can to make it even better than what we had for season 1. Now that we are experienced and know what we're doing, hopefully season 2 comes out with a bang, and I hope to see all of you all there. So hopefully you all also partake in our Patreon. If you have not heard about it yet, our Patreon is going to be released here very soon in the next week or so. Or, well, when you guys get to this episode, it's probably going to already be out. But our Patreon is going to be out by the time you guys hear this episode. And I hope that you all enjoy our side content with our Patreon as well. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you, everyone. And until next time on Taverns and Caverns, take care.
Peace.
Peace. Thanks again, everyone, for listening to another episode of Taverns and Caverns. This is your Dungeon Master, Ryan, at Haphazard DM on Twitter. That's where you can find me. And you can also follow some of our other players.
Hi, everybody. I'm Felicia. I play Isundra, and you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Dagger Tribal.
And I'm Bri. I play Damien and Desiree. You can follow me at Blaze_NBK on Twitter. That's my new name. And Instagram is just BlazeNBK, no space.
I'm Julian, also playing Edeyar. You can follow me at JWPlay0 on Twitter or JWPlay0 on YouTube.
I'm Robert Jones, and I don't have social media, but I am on YouTube. You can find me at TrueBone. That's TRU Bone. I make simple videos by putting video games to movies.
All right, awesome.
Blood and bone. That's all I thought about.
That's our players. Again, thank you for listening, and you can follow us again on Twitter at Taverns Caverns. Cool, and that's it.
See you guys next time.
All right.
Yeah.